A brief message from your friendly neighborhood editing Jordan. We tend to try to keep things pretty PG-13 around here, but this is an improv podcast. So, who knows what we're going to say. Sometimes we throw in some swearing, some sexual content, and some violence. So, as a general warning, viewer discretion is advised. Also to be noted, the opinions stated about a certain tabletop role-playing game are just that, our opinions. We love the game and we like talking about it. So, any criticisms are really just all in good fun. That being said, wizards, please hire us. All right, with that out of the way, let's get on with the show.
Even in Thanksgiving, she gets me.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, that's right. I thought Thanksgiving was like it skipped a grade, so it is coming back this week, but I was wrong.
Well, no, you celebrate Christmas from like mid-October to Thanksgiving. You take an intermission for Thanksgiving, and then you go back to Christmas.
See, I had it on my calendar written down that it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then Thanksgiving again, week.
I would be fine with that, honestly.
Yeah.
Happy December, everybody.
Woo!
Welcome to the last month of the year. Unless you have the 13th one, in which case, where'd you find it, please?
The special edition.
Don't tell him, guys. I still haven't let him know yet. He's been really frustrated with me.
Please share.
I need it.
Merry Pertuset, miss everyone.
As some people choose to call it. Hey everybody, welcome to the Nat One Podcast, aka Nope, because nope, you're not gonna want to hear what we're about to have to say. I'm Pertuset.
I'm Levi.
And I'm Jordan.
Yes, hope everyone's getting into a festive spirit. We have a fun little game for you all here today. We're playing a fun little game.
Whoa.
It's like a fun little game. It's not intelligence checks.
No, it's not.
It's far worse.
It is far worse. You're welcome for subjecting you to this.
This Christmas, our gift to you is horror. Malice even. With Hallmark. We are directly injecting Hallmark into your brains.
This Christmas, our gift to you is me subjecting the guys to my absolute love for Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Quick, someone tie me off.
The horror, right?
I'm getting ready to get injected. Y'all don't treat Christmas like heroin?
No.
No.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a meth thing.
Maybe. I mean, I do have cans of it sitting over here.
What?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I like that Mountain Dew chose a brown design for their can, mostly.
Well, because it's the fruitcake flavor, so the fruitcake's brown.
Why would you make anything fruitcake flavored?
It's actually all right though. Like it's not that bad.
But even more so, like where's the Quake part?
Because it's Quake.
I feel like they literally they could have just called it fruitcake, but they were like, no, it's got to be special.
It has to sound like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, because Mountain Dew's thing is always like, oh, it's it's like the I don't know, like electricity. Like that's kind of their thing is like energy, but not being an energy drink. Kind of, it's always got like a fruity, like zappy kind of taste. They've got like Voltage as a flavor, and they got like Baja Blast, and they got Code Red. So it's like kind of the wording is similar to a lot of like
All I'm saying is, if I see any children out and about around now, I'm going to give them my own fruit quake by throwing this at their head.
I just think they should have given out people free copies of the original Quake game.
Now that would have been cool. But
PepsiCo's not cool enough for that. We all know that.
Truing. PepsiCo sponsor us.
Please. Give us money.
Or Hallmark sponsor us because we're going to tarnish your legacy immediately.
Oh, no.
And Netflix, unfortunately, because I
don't want to become a subsidiary. I actually stumbled over my words. Oh no! No, I don't want to become a subsidiary. Oh my god!
I can't do it.
Subsidiary?
Yes.
There we go.
I don't want to become a subsidiary of Hallmark. That's the word I was looking for.
We'll be business partners, not subsidiary. Okay. Jordan, for the lovely people at home, hit them with the rules.
Okay, so we're playing what I like to call the Hallmark game. This is a fun Christmas game that I invented with my roommate in college a couple years ago, where we were scrolling through television listings and looking at the names of Hallmark movies, and we would read them off to each other, and we would have to try to figure out what the movie was about based on the title, or name the movie based on the description, because everybody knows, unfortunately, and this is not slanderous, I love Hallmark films, there are only like 5 plots for Hallmark films. So I'm gonna make the guys play that today. So I picked a couple of movies from their 2022 lineup and some of my favorite Netflix Christmas movies, because I am obsessed with the Netflix Christmas Cinematic Universe, and I could give a TED Talk on the Netflix Christmas Cinematic Universe. So that's what we're doing today.
And though I am definitely a willing participant, and I might try and guess some, I'm going to leave most of that to Levi, while I instead make a more entertaining film with my guesses.
All you have to do is breathe.
That's true.
No.
I guess the bar's pretty low.
They're entertaining. They're just not good.
I'll make them better, but no.
It's like The Room. You can't look away.
It's a car accident.
Yes.
You want to just drive past, but you can't help but look.
Okay. Now the rules are established. Shall we begin? Which category are we starting with first? Titles or descriptions?
All right. We're gonna mix it up between
okay.
The first one I'm gonna read you guys the description and have you try to guess the title.
Okay.
All right. So the first Hallmark movie on this shitstorm of festive cheer.
Drum roll.
A hard-working single mom gets into a war of words with a neighbor who she feels is ruining Christmas, only to find that this misunderstood grouch just may steal her heart. You get one clue for the title. There is a festive, Christmassy word in there that is used as someone's name.
Oh. A festive Christmas word used as a name.
Yes.
So it could be like Eve. It could be like what are Christmas words that are names?
Like Mary kind of. Could be.
I just have the kazoo cover of Carol of the Bells playing in my head now.
That's it. That's the movie. That's correct.
Could be Belle.
That's true, actually. I don't know. I'm already about tapped out on those names.
Wait,
I
let's
really
think
doubt
about
it's gonna
this.
say like Mrs. Claus
Carol
or gingerbread.
Jesus.
Stocking. Oh.
And after this one, the rest of them may be name and then guest description.
What are Christmas words?
Yeah,
Noel.
Yeah, Noel's not bad. Yeah, that could be a good one. That could be a real one.
But is Hallmark smart enough to use Noel?
Maybe.
I don't know, are they?
They've been making these movies for a while now. They got to be fishing at the bottom of the barrel for
that
anything
could be.
Christmassy.
Yeah, that's true. They could also be digging real deep too, because this is a recent one too. So like,
yes, this is from this year.
Yeah.
Can we get the description one more time?
A hard-working single mom gets into a war of words with a neighbor who she feels is ruining Christmas, only to find that this misunderstood grouch just may steal her heart.
See, I already have a guess, but I'm helping Levi walk through his first. This is a team game. Noel, Carol, gingerbread, Claus, Christmas lights.
The third.
Stocking. No.
And she's also the daughter of Santa Claus.
I'm gonna say it's a play on How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but the Grinch is replaced with the name. But I don't know what the name is.
Guess one. Pick one.
Pick one.
Marshall.
All right. So what's the title? What's your final title?
How Marshall Stole Christmas.
Okay. The one I had immediately in my head was I thought Romancing the Scrooge. But then you told me that it had like a Christmas name as a hint.
I love that though.
So I changed it to Rudolph romances the Scrooge.
I really hate to tell you what the movie's actually called after that, because I wish that it was called that, because that's amazing. The movie is called Noel Next Door.
I was right.
You guys were on the right path.
Gosh dang it! Hallmark is scraping the bottom of the bottom of the barrel so hard that they pulled out Noel.
They were just doing what do you call it? Taming of the Shrew, Taming of the Christmas Lights. 10 Things I Christmas About You.
The 12th Night. That just stays the same.
Yeah. That's one down.
All right.
Scrooge
Next
Grinch
one.
has been romanced.
And then the next one, Levi might be able to cheat on this one a little bit, because I think he already read the description for this one.
I haven't read any descriptions unless it's one of the ones that I read to you like 2 minutes ago.
Okay, this is a title. We're gonna do titles from now on.
Oh, okay.
Ghosts of Christmas Always.
All right.
I didn't read the description for this one.
You did see the
Dang
picture,
it.
though. You
I
saw the picture,
though. Well, I'm gonna guess that it's a reimagining of, oh god, what's it called? A Christmas Carol. And it's just the ghost. I mean, like, what? It's the ghost of Christmas Always. The fucking helping the new Scrooge be in good Christmas spirit like the original one. Because what else can you do? Like
romancing the Scrooge.
But we already had a movie that did that.
So it's a combination of what is it? Just Like Heaven.
Why don't we make a movie where the ghosts just reinforce the opinions of the Scrooge and make him hate Christmas even more?
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying this one is, because I know Hallmark wouldn't do that.
It would be funny.
I'd laugh. I'd watch that.
Make it a normal, typical Hallmark like Christmas movie where there's two people that fall in love, but it's the two people that hate Christmas, and over the course of their journey, they learn to hate it more, but they have each other.
Yep.
Christmas with the Cranks.
There you go.
That's my guess. Is that it's just a Christmas Carol.
Did you ever watch the Invisible Man?
No, but I saw the trailers for it, which pretty much means I watched it.
I'm aware of the plot of The Invisible Man.
I believe that's what Ghost of Christmas Always is. It's about a spooky little guy who's kind of like a creep, and every Christmas he comes to attack Manger, that's the main lady's name.
Manger.
And he like knocks over cans and scares her, but that's because he likes her. So it's like a goofy little rom-com, and it's definitely not scary, but don't put scary music over it because then it might seem scary.
So if he's a creep, is he also a weirdo?
No, because he's invisible.
No, the joke didn't land. What the hell is he doing there? Okay, so the actual both of you have submitted your plots for this movie title.
Yeah.
The actual plot of this movie: Catherine is a ghost of Christmas present, and she must help one soul, Peter, rediscover his Christmas spirit. But this year has something unusual in store.
I was close.
You were.
It's just the ghost was a girl, not a guy.
You were both close. I think the something unusual was that she was haunting him, and it was slightly malicious.
That would be unusual for a Hallmark movie.
Hallmark.
Malicious
Christmas ghosts, which is just a Christmas Carol.
Also, yeah. Catherine, what the heck? They're so lame. Excuse me?
It's not even a Christmas name.
I know, Manger was so much better.
Yeah. Her name should have been Manger. Her name is Manger now. We're changing it.
All right, I can do that. Revisionist history moment.
Her last name can be Catherine.
Yeah, there we go. Manger Catherine. New D&D character just dropped.
Please.
I want to make her a soldier as well. She's Manger Catherine.
What would a D&D build be for Major Catherine?
Major Catherine.
I said Major Cat. It's so hard to say.
I thought you said Major Catherine, but
No,
it's Major Catherine.
I probably did,
Catherine.
but I was intending to say Manger Catherine.
Major
Catherine. We need to get off this.
Levi, you need to say it if you want us to stop
say it so we can move on.
Say Major Catherine.
Something major's going on right now.
No, it's something unusual is in store.
I thought it wasn't unusual to... I don't know how the rest of the song
It's not unusual
to
be loved by anyone.
There we go.
All right, next movie.
Yeah, next one.
Lights, Camera, Christmas.
I don't know. It's Christmas, but it's like at a movie studio.
This is my favorite game.
And they're just that it could be a movie studio, it could be like a photographer studio, it could be any kind of studio where lights, camera is adequate for a descriptor, and then it's also Christmas.
But what's the name of the main heroine?
Let me see if I can tell you that. Carrie.
I meant what's her real name that we're deciding now.
That's up to you guys.
Kane. Like candy cane.
Like candy cane.
Yeah.
Okay, Kane.
I genuinely did not actually mean to do that. And then when it came out of my mouth, I went, oh wait, that sounds like the biblical Cain.
That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, wait a minute, we're just
I
gonna
was like,
keep
that's
it on
not
biblical?
Christmas.
Oh well. So here's the first. Okay, real answer. Like the real fake answer is like, oh, there's someone working on set. I'm gonna guess the guy is an actor and he doesn't have the Christmas spirit. But then some girl who like runs into him not on set falls in love with him, but teaches him the spirit of Christmas. Fake real answer, like the actual answer, is it's about a group of adventurers in modern era who are going on a documentary hunt to find Christmas and record it. So they go through the North Pole and slowly lose everyone, and the last person left actually finds Christmas in the North Pole.
But it's like a festive Blair Witch.
Yes, the last thing you see is his friend who he thought died standing in a corner in the bottom of a cabin in the North Pole with a red jacket on.
Santa.
Maybe.
Or Satan.
Blair Santa Project.
What, not Santa Witch Project?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I can respect that.
That's my answer for what Lights, Camera, Christmas is about.
I think you broke him.
Who?
I think you broke Levi.
Good. He's being inspired by Blair Witch. He's already getting in the festive spirit for Kane.
What's the real plot, Jordan?
Are you not even going to wager a guess?
I did. My guess was it has something to do with a studio. That's it. All
right. The actual plot of Lights, Camera, Christmas. When a holiday rom-com movie shooting in her hometown needs a costume designer, Carrie, a local shop owner, steps into the role. While working on the movie, she rediscovers her passion for costume design and finds herself falling for Brad, the film's famous leading man.
Yes, I got the
You got the
right.
actor? Yeah, you got the actor right. So yes, that is Lights, Camera, Christmas. I much prefer the Blair Santa Project.
It would be more fun.
I would enjoy it.
I'd probably fire the marketing department for naming it Lights, Camera, Christmas, but...
Also, nobody says Lights, Camera, Action. That's not a thing.
I'm gonna start saying it now.
No, it's rolling, speeding, or it's either rolling, speeding, action, or it's speeding, rolling, action, depending on preference. Because camera rolling, sound speeding, action.
I'm gonna start saying Christmas Rudolph action.
You make my heart sad.
My mom tells me the same thing.
Oh my God. All right, ready for the next one?
I am.
All right, this one is called In Merry Measure.
How do they spell it?
I think it's derived from the Christmas song, Follow Me in Merry Measure. Yeah. So it's spelled how you would think it's spelled. It's not the name. It's like Merry Christmas in Merry Measure.
Oh, this is a tough one, actually, a little bit. I don't know. Levi, what are you thinking?
In Merry...
And I don't know if thinking of it in the context of the song that, like, I don't know if that would help or not.
There's a lot of things you can measure. And people can be merry measuring things.
Something to do with music.
Okay, and?
I'm thinking...
Not bad. The lead's name has to be Mary, right?
Maybe.
I've decided the female lead in this has to be named Mary, but her name is spelled Merry, and they make a point of it like at least 10 times in the movie to be like, actually, it's Merry, like in Merry Christmas.
And what is her last name, pray tell?
Christmas.
Okay.
Middle name, Hanukkah Kwanzaa.
First middle name, Happy.
And I don't know, adoptive name, Festivus. Never forget Festivus. It's for the rest of us. But what else is this about? You think it's about music. What happens, though? What happens in the film, Levi?
What happens to the music?
It dies.
Who killed it?
The day music died!
The music is bad, and then Mary, our titular protagonist, through the power of Christmas, puts together a hometown choir that brings Christmas back into the lives of the people.
And who does she fall in love with along the way? Because you have to in Hallmark.
Yeah, it's a law.
Jesus.
Like religiously or like actually?
Like she finds
Both.
Jesus or the dude is Jesus?
So you're telling me that somehow in this movie they got their rights for it and played the song "Take Me to Church," right?
Yes.
No, take me to
Precisely.
Snurch.
Snurch.
Sneezes. All right, that's yours.
Yeah.
I prefer to think, because I've seen my mom watch a few of these. I think in Merry Measure refers to like measuring cups. See, at first I was thinking it was gonna be like maybe it's some scientists falling in love, but I like an anime that's about that, and I don't want Hallmark to be anything close to the anime that I like. So instead, I think it's about measuring cups, and I'm gonna say, because Hallmark would do this. I personally wouldn't like it, but I think Hallmark would do this. Local town baker, and that is Mary, is we'll say she's her parents are upset that she hasn't found somebody already. She had like a bad ex-boyfriend. That's Festivus. And but then new guy comes into town, sneezes, and and he's also like an investor, and he invests in her bakery, and then together they create a giant bakery conglomerate. And then Sneezes reveals he was actually Ray Kroc back from the dead, and just makes her bakery named McDonald's too. It's the greatest betrayal, lovers turn to enemies, turn to lovers again story in the history of cinema.
But okay, I think the ultimate question, does this McDonald's carry the McRib year round?
It's not at all anything like the real McDonald's. It's just a bakery called McDonald's too.
Well, that's misleading.
It's Ray Kroc. Why would you think it would be?
Okay. You were describing an actual Christmas movie up until the point that it became McDonald's too.
Well, that's the thing about the movie, you're watching it and you're like, oh, in Merry Measure, it's gonna be a cool Hallmark Christmas movie, but then it turns out to be, what was the Ray Kroc movie? What was that called again?
I
I
don't
forget what
know.
it's called. It was like The Salesman or something like that.
Death of a Salesman? Question mark?
No, it was like a 2017 movie. It was just like
No
and then
clue.
word.
I have no idea.
Michael Keaton played Ray Kroc. But anyway, point is it's actually a secret sequel to that movie.
Is
But you don't know.
this played by Michael Keaton?
No, that would give it away. This is like a prequel.
Okay.
We'll pick the guy that played in what was that called? The movie by oh no, help me. It had a small connected universe with Unbreakable.
Oh, Shyamalan.
Yeah, what was the other one in that same universe?
It was Split, Unbreakable,
Split.
Glass. Yeah.
What's the actor that played the villain in Split?
The Samuel L. Jackson?
No, that's the other one. This is the guy that had the multiple personalities.
Oh,
I think he also played Professor X in the Young X-Men
it's
movies.
James McAvoy is the actor, but I don't know the character's name.
That's okay. I wanted the actor's name. James McAvoy plays Ray Kroc / Sneezes.
I love James McAvoy.
Yeah, he only chose this role because he thought the script was interesting after finding about the Act 2 twist on Ray Kroc.
That's valid.
That's my answer. And I bet I was pretty close.
I think you were right on the money. I think you might have gotten it exactly. When pop star Darcy returns home to spend Christmas with her sister and niece, she unexpectedly finds herself coaching the high school choir with her one-time rival, Adam. So I think you were pretty on the money there.
Yeah. Well, Levi had like some of the music elements, I think, but I heard niece, and that kind of sounds like sneezes, so...
It does, and they obviously can't put the plot twist in the website description, so...
Yeah.
Like, I think the Act 3 twist is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Levi, what do you think about my movie? All I'm asking, Levi, is which one would you rather watch? Which In Merry Measure would you rather watch? The real one or the Ray Kroc Sneezes one?
Shoe Addict's Christmas.
I agree.
Which is tagged as fantasy.
Now, did you say a shoe addict's Christmas or a shoe addict?
I want to see a shoe addict Christmas.
Addict with 2 D's. It is a 2018 movie.
This is my guess. It's a twist on Gift of the Magi. And so this really materialistic girl like falls in love, and she is in horrible amounts of credit card debt because she keeps buying fucking shoes. And so she's trying to get a Christmas present for her partner, and her partner is also having the same problem because they're married, so he's also saddled with her horrible, debilitating credit card debt, and she ends up selling all the shoes and does not get her money's worth back because they've been used, and so used shoes don't get back the money that you spent on designer shoes.
Almost had breaking shoe down there. No, I think it's just a live-action retelling of Brave Little Toaster starring a shoe.
Please?
That's my final answer, and
here's
only
the
elaboration.
description. It honestly is much more wild than either of those.
Really?
Noelle's life stopped when her boyfriend broke up with her on Christmas Eve 3 years ago. A handsome fireman moves in above her. She gets locked in at work in a department store all alone. Save the Ghost of Christmas Past.
So it's in the same universe as the Ghost of Christmas Always.
I guess.
They're sister films.
I love that it had to be a handsome fireman moved upstairs. That's the one thing you can always count on whenever they want to make like the ideal hot guy. They say fireman. They're firemen.
Although, what does that have to do with her getting locked in a department store?
Also true.
What, like, I don't understand how the two correlate. Like,
no, he's just there to be there, I think.
He's a plot
she's
device?
in the department store because she's the shoe addict. So she's in the department store buying shoes.
Yeah.
And then gets locked in, and she has to save the Ghost of Christmas Past.
From the shoes.
Yeah.
Is it like Aladdin? Does she rub some pair of loafers and then he pops out?
The ghost or the fireman?
I really hope not the fireman, but it'd be more interesting if it was the fireman.
The ghost
wouldn't
is
it?
also a woman.
Okay.
An old woman who has on like really fancy Christmas clothes.
So they just kind of like chat it up, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but how do we know the old woman is not the fireman? Like they're not the same entity that's like a shape changer.
Now we're more like the Invisible Man. We're getting to like a horribly abusive person. All right, give me another one. I'm having fun with this.
Oh, okay.
I don't care who, just throw them at me.
And then I've got one from Netflix. We've gotten to the Netflix ones, which I absolutely adore, and I've watched all of them. So this is the 2019 movie The Night Before Christmas, and night is spelled Knight.
I remember seeing that. I didn't watch it, but I remember seeing that and being like, what the heck?
It's incredible.
Levi?
I was looking for titles and I didn't quite hear what you said.
The movie is called The Night Before Christmas, and night is spelled Knight.
The Night Before Christmas. It's a
Yes.
movie about a pagan knight who's trying to stop Christians from taking over Christmas.
Oh, I thought this was going to be a callback to that time that you had the crusader that went to the church with the pagan goddess and they fell in love.
It's a continuation of that.
He's doing it for his love. He's trying to take back Christmas for her.
Is this a sequel? Is this a crossover?
It's the
This
direct to
is the
TV
sequel, and
sequel.
the knight in this one is the son of the knight and goddess who had a kid.
And he also loves his mom.
Yes.
It's called Oedipus's Christmas.
Yeah.
No.
No. No, but he falls in love with twist. It's a daughter, and she falls in love with Jesus.
Again?
Sneeze. Who's Ray Kroc?
Played by James McAvoy.
Yeah. Now we're making our own cinematic universe. Forget
And
Netflix.
then the end of the movie is they're like, Christmas can be for all of us because they get married, and so they share Christmas together.
And they do it in Japan, so they get a KFC bucket to celebrate.
Yeah, the entire movie takes place in like medieval times, and then at the very end, it's just a cut 500 years to the future in 21st century Japan.
That's how I saw it happening.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
My guess, The Night Before Christmas, it's about I think it is a drama about a kid who always plays like a knight, and there's a girl that he used to hang out with, like a childhood friend, and she liked to she started out like playing like the princess role, and then eventually she didn't care about it, but he kept doing the knight thing. And then they grew up, and then they kept that dynamic, but obviously they didn't still like play night and stuff. But like he would come to her aid and stuff, and like help her out when she was in trouble. Maybe actually with like bullying, maybe not so much, and just like helped her with homework. I don't know. I don't care. But then, where's the bad thing happen?
To good people?
No. I think then we find out he's actually it's like Megamind, and he like white knights her so much that he turns into a huge super creep because he like eventually asks her out, and she's like, no, I don't like you that way, and he's like, what? I've spent so long trying to be with you. Yeah, exactly. And then turns into a horror movie, which I need to stop doing. That's like the third time I've done that, or fourth, or maybe fifth.
All of them. You've done that to all of them.
Except the Ray Kroc one. That one wasn't a horror. That was still a romance.
Okay.
So was I right?
I think you were.
Who was closer?
Actually, Levi was technically closer.
Ah, yes. That's what I thought.
Technically. So The Night Before Christmas is about a medieval knight who is trying to find his quest because he has to finish a quest for him to be fully knighted, and the quest is very vague and he doesn't know what he needs to do. So he gets time traveled to the future through magic.
How did we actually guess the time travel part? What?
He gets time traveled to the 21st century through magic to this nice little town.
And then immediately dies of the flu, right?
No, he immediately gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
he gets hit by a car because he runs out into the road because he doesn't know about cars, and so he's like dazed and confused and runs out into the road and gets hit by a car, and the woman that hits him with the car obviously takes him in and lets him stay in her home
and doesn't put him in a hospital because
No.
she hit him with a car.
Yeah, well, they go to the police station first,
Okay.
and then she takes him home. But they spend time together and get closer and closer and closer, and through doing good deeds in the community and teaching her about love and Christmas and things. I should also mention she's a science teacher, and was dumped by her ex-boyfriend like recently. And so he teaches her about love and Christmas, and that completes his quest. So then he gets time traveled back to medieval times to go to his brother's knighting ceremony, and then he realized that the real Christmas was the friends we made along the way, and time travels back to be with her in the 21st century.
He can just go at will?
No, he asks an old witch in the woods.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding. This is the actual plot of the movie. It's excellent.
I would have preferred if after the first time travel he goes back and becomes bitter and invents the car. It was actually, we never knew his name, and it was like, and then finally, I made it come true. My name is Henry Ford.
No, his name is Sir Cole. Like Cole in your stocking, get it?
Yeah,
his name
funny.
is Circle. Really?
Well, and okay, and then this is like the most important part. This is how it ties into the Netflix cinematic Christmas universe, because they're decorating a tree during one scene, and the grandmother of whoever pulls out a Christmas ornament that is an ornament that is very integral to the plot of the first Christmas Prince movie, and says that whoever purchased the ornament got it in Aldovia, which is the kingdom that the Christmas Prince movie takes place in. So
That's
they
not a
take
real
place in
place.
the same universe.
So I've got a movie that you're gonna have to guess what this is about.
Please.
Easily.
Finding John Christmas.
Actually?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Finding John Christmas.
It's the lesser known sequel of Being John Malkovich.
It's him, John Christmas.
And no, it's just the plot of Being John Malkovich, but instead of the portal to go into the world of John Malkovich's, it's Santa Claus instead. So everything's Santa Claus, and you are also Santa Claus.
Wait, this is a sequel? No, it's not a sequel, but it's a continuation
of Being John Malkovich.
Apparently, the main character in this movie has been in another movie before.
Oh.
Yeah. But Pertuset still hasn't guessed yet, so I'm waiting.
I think it's a Christmas-based attempt at the next superhero movie franchise.
This movie was made in 2003.
Catwoman was made in around then. Blade was made before then.
Okay.
I think John Christmas is a superhero who has the power to spread festivity and cheer around the world. But in the year 2003, the world's looking a little grim on all that, and he can't be found anymore. So, a young journalist and her camera crew are going on a hunt to find John Christmas when the world needed him most. Her name is, what's her name? Katara, and her brother Sokka.
Do they find a small blind child along the way?
He's not blind. He has like this weird arrow tattoo on his head, but they just kind of like kick him off a cliff and keep going because they got to find John Christmas.
Oh.
It's the dark part of the movie. It's like that.
Pertuset was closer.
What?
Max, the Christmas angel, returns in a new story as he attempts to reunite a fallen hero, who I'm assuming is John Christmas, with his family and bring dreams back into the life of a nurse struggling to save her ER from being closed. And on the title cover of the movie, it says, "Sometimes the journey home takes a miracle or two."
Not the or two. No.
I'm really disappointed that they didn't take the opportunity to name the angel Clarence. It's a wasted opportunity.
But yeah, that's why, because it
Wha-
says he returns in a new story. That's why I was like, what? There's more movies with Max the Christmas Angel? So yeah.
What are people on? I think we need to make a federal or international law that you can't make more Christmas movies. I think we just gotta we just gotta replay all these old ones. We just gotta replay the old ones
It's
because
part of the holiday season.
they're getting drunk. They are getting so drunk with these movies.
That's
that
why they're so
eggnog.
good.
The-
Eggnog.
okay, that one is probably about. I'm gonna guess.
This is
It's-
not. I just said the word eggnog.
Oh. I had a whole casting list in my head immediately.
Oh, here's
Anyway,
one.
I have another one. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Single Santa seeks Mrs. Claus.
Okay,
That's
okay.
just called the Santa Claus 2.
Jordan, you also see the title of yours.
A Christmas Prince, the Royal Baby.
So a single Santa seeks Mrs. Claus, a Christmas Prince baby, eggnog, gingerbread, stocking, frankincense, manger,
Gutenberg.
Carol, Noel, Eve.
I think he suffered from too much Christmas.
No,
Happy
silly Jordan.
birthday.
No one can suffer from too much Christmas.
But he was born
Unless
on
you're
Christmas.
born on Christmas.
Yeah.
In which case, I think maybe that's the only case you can suffer from too much Christmas. But luckily, that's such a rare occurrence. Who would be born on Christmas?
I can't think of anybody.
I've OD'd on Christmas. Okay, now that's the next one, right? Surely someone's made a movie about someone ODing on Christmas. We already made the heroin connection earlier.
That's not one that I have on my list.
It's the only one I have on my list. And here's a hint. It's on the naughty list.
As it should be.
So are you gonna guess what Single Santa looking for Mrs. Claus is about?
No, this is the end of the episode.
Oh,
It
is
is?
it?
Yes.
But it's about Santa 2.
Just string all the titles you have together and make one big Christmas movie.
A Dog Named Christmas.
Okay.
The Christmas Choir.
Uh-huh.
The National Tree.
Uh-huh.
And let me get one more. The Battle of the Bulbs.
Now say them all together.
A Dog Named Christmas. What was the second one?
It had Christmas in the title.
A Dog Named Christmas and the Christmas Choir. The subtitle, The Search for the National Tree during the Battle of the Bulbs.
Well, there you go.
The ultimate
like
Christmas
Air Bud.
movie.
That dog can't dunk.
Followed by its sequel, A Christmas Wedding Tale. The
All right,
lowest
Jordan.
rated Hallmark movie on IMDb that's a Christmas movie.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed the episode you just listened to. If you really like our content, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on YouTube, and look for us on Spotify. If you'd like to see us continuing to do more fun projects in the future, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can find our page linked in the description above all of our other social media links. And finally, if you'd like to keep up with the zany shenanigans of our lives and check out some more skit-based content and things like that, check us out on Twitter and TikTok, links in the description. And hey, thanks!